Okay. So today we will discuss about class assignment 4, 7th sum and 8th sum. Okay. Class assignment 4, 7th sum. 7th sum. Read the sum. A cricket ball weighing 0.2 kg. So there is a cricket ball whose weight is 0.2 kg. What do you mean by weighing 0.2 kg? When it is given 0.2 kg, see, by unit itself you can understand it is mass that they are giving. So don't get confused by the word weighing. It just means that the mass of it is 0.2 kg. In case if it was given it weighs 0.2 Newton, then the weight is equal to 0.2 Newton. Okay, there is difference between weight and mass. Mass is quantity, it's a physical quantity or existing quantity, or this weight is also existing, but it's a physical quantity, but it is the force applied. Okay, it is not the ingredients present in that. Mass is the number of molecules present in that, whereas weight is the force applied on it. Okay, so there is difference between mass and weight. The word, whenever in the sentence they are saying weighing, you just look into the unit, and by looking into the unit, kg means it is mass. Okay, if it is Newton, it is weight. So you, by using that, you can recognize which is mass and which is weight. And with moving with the velocity of 20 meters per second. So it is moving with the velocity of 20 meters per second, means its initial velocity. It is moving with the velocity of 20 meters per second. So its initial velocity is 20 meters per second. It is brought to rest. So it is brought to rest means final velocity will be 0 meters per second. By a fielder. So there is a fielder over here standing here. He will catch the ball. Okay. He brings the ball to rest with the time of 0.05 seconds. In this time, he brings the ball, which is moving with the velocity of 20 meters per second, to 0 meters per second. He brings it to rest. He catches it. What do you mean he brings it to rest? He catches that. He catches that ball. Calculate the impulse. So we are asked to calculate the impulse. And the average force applied by him. You also have to calculate what is the average force applied by him. Okay. So let us start our sum. Next, formula section after data section. Okay, or given section, formula section. So we are asked to calculate impulse. What is the formula of impulse? That is force into time. What is the form? Now here we don't know the force value. Do we know? No, we don't know. Do we know the time? Yes, we know the time. But we have to calculate the force first. What is the formula to calculate the force then? Force is equal to m into A, as we all know. Do we have the value of m? Yes. Do we have the value of A? No, we don't have the value of A. So first find out the value of A. What is the value of A? Formula for finding the value of A is V minus U divided by T. Okay. Do we have the values for V? Yes. U? Yes. T? Yes. So you can calculate A. Once the A is calculated, then you can calculate force. Once the force is calculated, then you can calculate impulse. Thus you can calculate both impulse and force. Okay. So let us start solution section. So first formula which one to use? To use this one. Okay. A is equal to V minus U divided by T. What is the value of V? That is 0, minus U, that is 20, divided by T, that is 0.05. Okay. So it is minus 20 divided by 0.05, which can be written as minus 20 divided by 5 by 100, right? Decimal to fraction form. On substituting or on calculation, you will get it like minus 20, I will take that 100 up, divided by 5. Ones are, fours are. So this is minus 400 meters per second square. So acceleration is minus 400 meters per second square. What does this minus sign indicates here? The minus sign indicates the acceleration is retarding. It is in the negative direction. The change of velocity is in the negative direction. It means the change of velocity, the velocity is continuously decreasing. Okay. Obviously, it is from say 20 meters to 0 meters. Means it is decreasing. The velocity is decreasing. So this minus symbol represents that the acceleration is in the decreasing direction. So it shows you the direction. It is not the magnitude, it is just the direction. So whenever you are considering the magnitude, just consider 400. Okay, you can just consider 400. Next, what we have to do? We have to calculate force. F is equal to ma. Okay, do we have the m value? Yes, it is 0.2. Do we have the a value? Just calculated, that is minus 400. From that I am taking only magnitude because I need only magnitude for force. I don't need to find out the direction of force. So I am not taking that minus symbol here. Okay, so it is 0.2 can be written as 2 by 10 into 400. So I can cancel this 0 and 0. 2 into 40 is 80. So the force value is 80 Newton. Okay, force is 80 Newton. Once the force is calculated, you can calculate the impulse. I is equal to F into T. What is the force value? That is 80. What is the time value? That is 0.05 seconds. Okay, so on simplification, it is 80 into 0.05 can be written as 5 by 100. Right? 0, 0 cancels. 2, how much are? 2 4s are? 2 5s are? 5, 5 cancel. So 4 remains. So it is 4 Newton second. Okay. So here you have calculated what was asked. Impulse was asked. The impulse value is 4 Newton second. Okay. And another thing which was asked is force. Force is equal to 80 Newton. Okay. This is the seventh sum. Let me go through the sum again. They are saying a ball is there which is 0.2 kg. It is moving with the velocity of 20 meters per second. A fielder is catching it and bringing it to rest. So V is equal to 0 meters per second. In the time interval or in the time second, that change has happened in the time seconds of 0.05. What is the impulse and what is the force they are asking? So we can use the formula to calculate the impulse, that is F into T. But we don't know the F value, so use the formula M into A. But we don't know A value, so we are using the formula A is equal to V minus U divided by T. We know all the values for V, U and T. Once the value of A is calculated, then I can calculate the value of F by using M into A. Once the value of F is calculated, then I can calculate the value of impulse, which is F into T. So this is how the sum is solved. So let us now go for the next sum, 8th sum. 8th sum data section. 8th sum data section. A 15 kg gun. So there is a gun. Okay. So there is a gun. Okay. This gun is 15 kg means mass. Mass of gun is 15 kg. Okay. Fires 30 into 10 raised to the power of minus 3 kg bullet. So mass of bullet is 30 into 10 raised to the power of minus 3 kg. It fires a bullet of mass 30 into 10 raised to the power of minus 3 kg. At the rate of 6 bullets per second. It fires the bullet at the rate of 6 bullets per second. Okay. So can you tell me what is the time interval for one bullet to be fired? Okay. You can cross multiply. On cross multiplying, it is 1 into 1 divided by 6. So 1 by 6 will be the time to fire one bullet. Time to fire one bullet. Okay. Time to fire one bullet. Each with the speed of 500 meters. Speed of 500 meters per second. Okay. Now see, this one is a final velocity. Why I am writing the bullet's final velocity VB? The reason is initially the bullet will be inside the gun here. It will be at rest. Once fired by the spring of gun, it attains the velocity. This is the attained velocity. So initial velocity of the bullet will be 0 meters per second. 0 meters per second. What force must be applied by the gun to hold its position? What is the force that must be applied by the gun to hold its position? Okay. By third law, it says that there is equal and opposite reaction. So if gun is firing a bullet, that means it is implementing a force on the bullet to move forward. Automatically, bullet applies the equal amount of force on the gun. To resist, gun has to hold its position means it has to resist that force which is applied by the bullet. It has to resist that force which is applied by the bullet. So if you calculate what is the amount of force applied by the bullet, that will be the value of the force which the gun requires to hold its position. Okay. See, the gun applies a force on the bullet because of which bullet moves forward. It moves outside. When it moves forward like this, when the gun is applied force on bullet, bullet will in reverse apply the force on gun, which will change the position of the gun. But if the gun has the amount of force, if it can withstand the amount of force which is applied by the bullet, then it can stand in its position. Okay, so you must calculate the force applied by the bullet. Okay, so force applied by the force which the gun requires to resist is force applied by the bullet. Okay, so formula section, we will go for the formula section. What is the formula for force of the bullet is equal to mass of the bullet into acceleration of the bullet. Do we know the mass of the bullet? Yes. Do we know the acceleration of the bullet? No, we don't know the acceleration of the bullet. Okay, so can you calculate the acceleration of the bullet? Yes, it is v minus u divided by t. vb ub divided by t. What is the velocity of the bullet? Yes, final velocity we know, initial velocity we know, we can calculate acceleration. Once calculated acceleration, you can calculate the force applied by the bullet. Once bullet's force is calculated, it will be equal to the force applied by the gun. So let us start with this one. This is the first one. Second one, solution section. Okay, acceleration of the bullet is equal to vb minus ub divided by t. What is velocity of the bullet? Final velocity minus initial is 0 divided by time, it is 1 by 6. Time is 1 by 6. So it is 500 into 6 by 1. So this is 3000 meters per second square. Okay. Next you have to calculate force. Force of the bullet is equal to mass of the bullet. Mass of the bullet is 30 into 10 raised to the power of minus 3 into acceleration of the bullet, that is 3000. This is 90,000 to the power of minus 3. So this can be written as 9 into 10 raised to the power of 4, or it can also be written like this, 90,000 divided by 10 raised to the power of minus 3 can be written as 1 by 10 raised to the power of 3. Okay, it can be written as 1 by 10 raised to the power of 3. That means it is 90,000 divided by 1000. Okay, so these 3 cancel, so it is 90. Okay, force is 90 Newton. Force is 90 Newton. Okay, so this is the force which is applied by the bullet, which is equal to the force applied by the gun. This amount of force is required to hold its position when one bullet is fired. We are not talking about the 6 bullets, we are talking about one bullet fired. The force will be equal to this much. If they are asking in the question that find out the force applied for the 6 bullets, then you can write into 6. Okay, or this one here you can just write 1 instead of 1 by 6. Time is equal to 1 you can take. Okay, or into 6 you can do. Okay, so here we end our class assignment 4. Next, try to do the home assignment. Okay, next we will discuss the home assignment in our next class.